I would like to invite Mr. Himanshu Patel, who is the Head of Sales, India and Middle East at Magic Software Enterprises. Please welcome Mr. Himanshu with a huge round of applause.
Hello everyone, myself Himanshu Patel from Magic Software Enterprises, an Israeli multinational, right? And today we are going to touch upon a very important aspect of manufacturing industry, right? The road to the operational excellence, right? The immediate question comes in mind that, how can we achieve operational excellence, right? Full operational excellence, right? And we as Magic Software Enterprises has a definite answer to it, right? Like by putting the data-driven ecosystem in place, right? We can certainly achieve the operational excellence. Right? So we have a solution called Factory Eye, specifically for manufacturing industry segment, right? Which is a kind of Sanjay of Mahabharata, right? Who was able to see everything without being present in the Kurukshetra, right? It's a factory eye. It's your eye which will give you all the insights about your manufacturing operations, right? So all of you will certainly agree to me on these 2 points, right? The most dangerous waste, most dangerous kind of waste is the waste which we do not recognize, right? Or what does not get measured does not get improved, right? It's a pretty straightforward, right? If we will not be able to measure something, we will not be able to recognize it, we will not be able to improvise, right? These all are operational KPIs, right? We all know all these words, right? In day-to-day life of our manufacturing operations, we all talk about all these, right? On-time delivery, capacity utilization, right? Changeover time, availability, right? But the important question to ask ourselves is how many of us, we really measure all these KPIs, right? That is very, very important, right? I'm not just talking about measuring, but like really measuring, right? Are we doing it in a right way? Are we doing it in a proper manner, or are we really measuring those, right? These are the kind of, let's say, wish list, right? Obviously, with our solution called Factory Eye, we have delivered this kind of analytics and reports for our customers, like a dashboard with holistic view of the business. Another wish list is like, machine status dashboard, right? Executive summary dashboard for senior management and leadership, like, which covers every aspect of it, like say plant wise, your manufacturing line wise, right? Between the specific days, right? Like what is the jumbo efficiency, waste distribution, material consumption, right? Engineering downtime trend and stuff like that, right? Another wish list kind, anomaly detection, right? Right. We gather based on the history of data, right? We predict something by using AI ML algorithms, right? When the next anomaly may happen, right? So that kind of predictions as well, right? So these are kind of wish list we all have, right? We want all these kind of reports and data and actionable insights basically, right? There is a challenge, obviously, so many systems to connect, right, to get the data, right? In manufacturing operations, we use so many systems, right? It is not just about a particular piece of a company, right? We also have to take care, or we also have to think about end-to-end data management and analytics, right? So starting from supplier side to our manufacturing operation and the customer side of it as well, right? It's not just about one particular piece, right? Because, delay in getting a part from supplier may lead to your delay in your delivery to your customers, right? So it affects, right? So we have to think end to end, we have to think holistically, we cannot think in silos, right? That is what the important point is. Yeah. And with our solution called Factory Eye, how do we do that? So we have being an Israeli company, we have edge over the technology, right? And we are a technology company, right? So we have our 40 years old solution called no code integration platform, right? And with that we are able to connect to all the diversified sources of data, right? Whether it is a OT stack of manufacturing operation or IT stack of manufacturing operations. We interconnect everything, right? And then we create a data lake, right? Which can be on cloud. If you use our cloud, it's on AWS, Azure, right? It's a flexible, agile solution. You can put it on-premise as well if required, right? But there are pros and cons. Let's say if you use our cloud, we do 24/7 monitoring as well and stuff like that. If you go with on-premise, we can't do 24/7 monitoring, right? That's your responsibility then. So we get all the raw data with using our no-code integration platform, which is the edge component, and then we put all those data into data lake, and then out of which we create a lot of actionable insights, right? Let's go in bit detail. Let's say what happens in data lake. Like we collect data, we ingest that data, we kind of contextualize those data, raw data, right? Machine data plus your applications and systems data like ERP applications, your warehouse management applications, your laboratory information management systems, or machine data as well, right? We contextualize those data, transform those data, and then we store those data in actionable format, right? And then you can also, if you want to expose it to third party, let's say your customers, your suppliers, you can do that as well, right? Because it's a schema-based data then, right? Earlier we are fetching unstructured data and structured data, and then we make it a structured data at the end, right? Yeah. In more deeper, let's say at the bottom you have a OT setup. Let's say your historians, sensor data, HMI, digital forms, MES, your IT setup like ERP applications, maybe other cloud-based applications, your LIMS and other systems, many like document management systems, quality systems and stuff like that. We interconnect everything using our no-code integration platform. We put those in cloud, data lake basically, right? We generate a lot of actionable insight, and then it's a cycle, right? It's a continuous improvement cycle, right? Based on the data, we refine data, contextualize data, transform data, right? And then we give all the, there is a solution called Workspace as well, right? Which give you all the data visualization stuff. And it's a flexible and agile solution. It's not a fixed solution like, we tell you to go with one particular technology stack. It's a technology agnostic, right? Let's say somebody is already having Power BI licenses, we can feed data there as well. Let's say somebody is using another, BI tool, we can do that as well, right? It's a technology agnostic, it's a custom solution based on your specific custom needs, we can deliver the solution, right? The process is important, right? Process is more important than the tool, right? Yeah. The bit about our no-code integration platforms, it has all the capabilities of integrating or connecting to diversified application stack, right? Without writing code. So it's all drag and drop, code free, right? You just have to configure the components, right? And that's it. You can create your business processes. Basically, you can create, transform your manual business processes to digital business processes. Right? You can trigger automatically your processes, right? It helps you to automate your manual business processes, right? Yeah, some of the use cases, right, enabled by Factory Eye. These are just few sample, like, predictive maintenance, right? Eliminates the firefighting, reduce cost and waste and stuff like that, right? As we see in the wish list dashboard, right? One of the dashboard was about anomaly detection, right? So that may be about machine downtime or maintenance and stuff like that. Synchronizing your actual raw materials with the bill of materials, right? So that again helps to reduce the waste and stuff like that, what you are actually using, right? So these are the kind of use cases. Yeah. Now the next immediate question we all have to think is, the worst thing is you can do is nothing, right? Just sit idle and see what is happening, right? And perfect is the enemy of good, right? So we have to start somewhere, right? It's a continuous improvement cycle, right? Start with some baby step, act on it, test it fast, either we fail or success, and based on that grow, right? So rather than just sitting idle and see, right, we have to start somewhere, right? it's a continuous improvement cycle, as I mentioned, collect everything, put them in data lake, process them, actionable insight, act and improve, see feedback, right? And then again the cycle. So in Factory we have various kind of solution components, like either somebody needs just data visualization and actionable dashboard kind of stuff. As I mentioned, it's a pretty flexible solution, right? It covers wide aspect of manufacturing operation, right? Whatever is your need, right? Whatever is your challenge, you can prioritize them, and then we can help you. Like IT, OT, data integration, traceability, QA, QC, statistical process control, right? Or calculating the correct OE based on the real-time data, right? Creating a data historian and stuff like that. Yeah. So how does Factory help the team improve, right? So so based on our experience working with so many manufacturing industry companies, right? What we have seen is currently there are, at many places disjointed and independent communications happens between the departments or across the department, right? And that again creates a data silos, right? And that way, it creates a non-cohesive and less optimal organization culture, right? And to achieve the full operational excellence, that is not suitable, right? So Factory actually helps to break down those silos, right? And with the single holistic picture, right, which brings the common language, right? And that aligns the everyone on the same page of communication, right? So, Industry 4.0, 5.0 is not just about converting few Excels into the digital forms, right? It's about holistic picture, right? Creating that holistic picture so that you can, everybody from each department can see a full vision, right? So it's about breaking those silos, connecting everything, and then creating, giving everyone with the same kind of insights. It's very simple. Like say, production team needs to know what is the sales forecasting and sales pipeline, right? So that they can plan their own production capacity, right? And on the other side, sales team needs to know what is the current inventory so that they can plan their selling, right? So both team needs data, right? Just the context is different, right? So it's a holistic view is required across multiple departments, right? So they have to work with their peers across department and between department as well, right? That is where Factory helps to create a cycle, culture of continuous improvement across the organization, right? Yeah, this is how you can start in a phase-wise manner. Let's say start with without insights, right? Basically start, at least connect everything, right? And then once you connect, start collecting data, right? And then start with, let's say, proactive insights, trend, right? And then predictive, right? It's a journey, right? It's not an overnight wonder, right? So about my company, we are Magic Software Enterprises. We are an Israeli company, purely technology platform company, technology solution company. Got founded in the year 1983. So in that sense, around 40 years of experience working across multiple industry, right? Listed on NASDAQ as well as Tel Aviv Stock Exchange of Israel. By ourselves, we are present in 24 countries, and in around 50 countries, we are working through our partners and distributor networks. We have 4 R&D centers worldwide. One is in Tel Aviv, which is our global headquarters at Israel. One of the largest R&D center here in India, Pune. One more in Tokyo, Japan. One more in St. Petersburg, Russia. Right. That's it. Thank you. Any questions? If you have, we can take it up. Otherwise, we have a booth there, right, in the next ballroom. We can also catch up in person.
No worries. You can connect with them on their booth. Thank you so much, Himanshu.